So I've got a lot of really cool things to cover today, and quickly I want to jump to the Leatherman Surge. There is some breaking new mods to add to it, and I want to tell you guys about it. Now, a little while ago, I talked about this hammer from Backcountry CAD on Etsy. He is doing a fantastic job, and I can't share everything, but he's got a ton of new designs he's coming out with. And I think you guys will be very happy with some of the things you're seeing over the next couple months from this Etsy store. So make sure to keep following him, keep checking in on the store. I have this hammer right here that I have been carrying on my Surge. I haven't found too many times to use it, but it does have this really nice bit driver that I have used before. So that's pretty cool. And then there is some other things that he's added to the Leatherman Surge capability. And the huge new thing that's now available for you guys is a utility knife. Now, this thing is amazing. I was able to put this on. I actually replaced my main blade. I actually use my serrated blade for work more than my main blade, which I don't think is normal for a lot of people, but I actually find the serrated blade very useful. And so I wanted to keep this as more my main blade for opening some things or cutting some things that I won't use a normal blade for. So I did remove my Magna Cut blade, which I love on my Surge, but I had to try this out, and I really like having this on my Leatherman Surge. I haven't used it much yet, but I will keep carrying the Surge and let you guys know how it works out. So that is really neat how you can just undo the screw, replace the blades on this. This is an Allen head right here, so you could easily just swap it out, replace the blade, and keep going. Very, very cool. This is very easy to replace. I was able to just take this apart. I think maybe a T10. I forget if it's a T10, something like that, security Torx bit. And then you take your knife blade off, or your serrated blade, I think is actually what he thought this would replace. And then you can fit this on. And for mine, it snapped right into place. Some people may need to mod theirs just a little bit, shave a little bit of metal off. But mine, it was able to lock into place. And yeah, really, really cool. I love that. Now, over the next couple months, I will try to keep you updated as I think he plans to do, or not I think, I know he plans to do a lot of these mods for the Wave. So as he has those Wave mods available, as they become available on his store, I will try to let you guys know and keep you updated. Now, I wanted to do a little update on these adhesive scales or grip strips almost from Ripstop Garage. These are very cool. They're adhesive, and then you can put it on your multi-tool. Now, on my chopped up Leatherman Wave, I really cut these down and use these, and I have been carrying this every day when I come home from work. This is my go-to tool that I slide into my pocket. I love this tool. This is like the perfect tool for me. It's got the Phillips or the bit driver, the scissors, the knife, and then it's even got a T-shank adapter. So back to the Ripstop products from their garage. I really like how you can change the colors on your Leatherman Wave fairly easily. These have held up okay. Now, again, because I cut them down, I think that's part of the issue. I've had where it started to fray here, and I actually put a little bit of super glue. And now right here, I've had some of it fray where I actually cut it. And I think they laser cut this. And so if you try to trim yours down, you're sort of compromising the integrity of it. But even here at the end where I did not cut it down, it had a little bit of an issue, but I still feel like these are some of the best options out there for your Leatherman. I do have some new things I'm going to be trying soon. I just bought off of Amazon, and I'll keep you updated, but make sure you check out Ripstop Garage, and they are about $20 each for these adhesive ways to, almost like scales to change the colors on your multi-tool. And they make them for, I think, the Free series, the Wave, perhaps the Charge, and the Free series, I think. So these would be for the Charge, this is the Wave, and then the Surge and the Free series, I think they make them for. All right, so back to the Leatherman Surge. Some of you have probably seen this weird pocket clip and thought, what is going on? Well, unfortunately, I don't know that any of you can even get this. This is the bubble level from Galvanox. Now, they have made a lot of things. They are not afraid to experiment, to, in some instances, take designs from others. They have made a lot of Leatherman style bits. They've even taken the voltage tester from one of the people who came out with it. But I thought this was really cool. I have not seen this before. This sort of came crooked. It's not completely, yeah, you can see it sort of fell down in here. It's not completely secured. I guess you could super glue it, but it does sit in there. I don't know how useful this is or how accurate it is, but you could probably snap this out and use it to see how level something is. I think it's meant to be used on the tool, but it doesn't look like my table that I'm videoing this on is very level. Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept, and why I bought it, even if it doesn't work, is pocket clips are wasted space that need to be utilized. I have long thought, I made a ratchet, I made a pry tool pocket clip, and I added a ferrule rod on one of my pocket clips. I've long thought that pocket clips need to be used a lot more. It's a big piece of metal that you can detach. Why not use it for something? It seems like on a multi-tool, it would be a very useful piece of real estate. So I'm glad that Galvanox has at least jumped in the water. I don't know if this is the perfect tool to try. I thought it would get crushed on my belt. It hasn't yet, but I will keep trying this out. Now, this is another product that Backcountry CAD, he is making, and this is pretty cool. So if you do not want to add a hammer mod to your Leatherman Surge, you can buy this bit driver adapter holder, and then it even has this so that you can use it in your, well, this actually would fit in like your Leatherman if you keep your Leatherman bit driver, so that you can use a 1/4" driver in it that way or that way. That's pretty clever. So I like that. So you can use this as a bit holder, a bit driver, and then this also comes with it, and then you can just use that if you want to keep your Leatherman system and just use that as a very small adapter. I think that's pretty clever. He mentioned that he was going to have these available. Now, I did not install this in my Leatherman because I already have the hammer adapter that has the 1/4" driver or the 1/4" bit driver portion on the end of the hammer, but I think this is a really cool and neat tool, and I love how minimalistic this is. I mean, yeah, that's really easy. You could pop this on your keychain and then just use that as a 1/4" bit driver for your Leatherman. It makes a lot of sense. These mods for the Leatherman Surge disappear very quickly. Galvanox, last I knew, there was only one left on Amazon, so maybe they'll restock those, I hope. Now, at Backcountry CAD, he keeps ordering new batches of these. I think tomorrow he should have another 30 in on the store. If you don't see them today, hopefully they will be there tomorrow. So I will leave links to the store and maybe to some of these other mods so that you can keep checking on them.